Melissa. All right, I'd like to welcome everyone to a public hearing that is scheduled for 5:45 this evening. It's in relation to local law 5 of 2021, which would amend the chapter 130, section 130-2B, specifically in the code of the town of Monroe. And it is in relation to persons 65 years of age or older in section 467 of the New York real property law, as far as providing for an exemption that is income dependent. So at this time, I'm going to open the public hearing and ask that the town clerk, read the public notice of the hearing in the record.
Town of Monroe notice of public hearing to consider adoption of local law. Notice is hereby given pursuant to section 20 of the municipal home rule law of the state of New York that a public hearing will be held by the town board of the town of Monroe on November 4th, 2021 at 5:45 p.m. at the town municipal complex located at 351 Reynolds Road, Monroe, New York, for the purpose of considering the adoption of local law 5 of 2021. If adopted, local law number 5 of 2021 would amend chapter 130, section 132B to adjust the sliding scale for senior citizen real property tax exemptions. Written comments on local law number 5 of 2021 can be submitted to the town clerk up and through the time of the public hearing. A copy of the proposed local law number 5 of 2021 can be obtained at the Monroe Town Municipal Complex and on the town's website. Published October 30th.
Thank you. In a nutshell, the local law would increase the income threshold for eligibility from $17,500 to $24,000 for either an owner or combined income of owners of the real property, and it would be for the income tax year immediately preceding the date making an application for the exemption. So at this time, I would entertain, well, first of all, have we received any written correspondence to be entered into the record?
No, I have not received anything.
So we have not. So at this time, I'll open it up to the public. Any member of the public wish to be heard on local law, proposed local law 5 of 2021. I hear none in the building. How about online? All right, we'll give it another minute in case somebody's late getting on, and then we'll close the vote.
Recording in progress.
Trying to see the works in this one. Panels. That's right. Okay, I'll ask one more time if any member of the public wishes to speak on proposed local law 5 of 2021, either in person or via Zoom. Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to close the public. So, second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. The public hearing is now closed. Thank you very much for coming in.
You're paying us already.
I do not have a public hearing notice, so anyway, Okay, we're gonna get started here, and open the public hearing on the preliminary 2022, town budget for Monroe. And, just ask that the clerk read in the record the notice of the public hearing.
Well, that's not it.
Actually, the
Town of Monroe notice is hereby given that the town board of the town of Monroe, County of Saratoga, State of New York will hold a preliminary budget public hearing for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2022 on November 4th, 2021 at 6:00 p.m. in the town of Monroe office building 351 Reynolds Road, Monroe, New York. At such hearing, any person for or against any item therein contained or in favor or against said budget as compiled may be heard. Further notice is hereby given that said preliminary budget is on file in the town clerk's office at 351 Reynolds Road, Monroe, New York, where it is available for inspection by any interested person during business hours. Copies of said budget will be available for distribution at the preliminary public hearing to be held on November 4th, 2021, pursuant to section 113 of the town law. The proposed annual salaries for 2022 of elected officials are hereby listed as follows. Supervisor, $50,750. Council people, $12,985. Town justices, $30,036. Town clerk, $48,488. Highway superintendent, $62,662. Published October 26th.
Thank you. And first of all, I'd like to start off before we open up to the public, thank my colleagues on the board for working, put forward a budget that not only meets the needs of the residents of our community, but also, keeps our tax rate flat and provides for the key areas of focus that are important to our residents, whether it be recreational opportunities, additional services, in some of our departments. And we were able to do that by decreasing the town tax rate from 0.979 per $1,000 of assessed value to 0.946. So, that's a hats off to the board for being able to put that budget together and provide for a decrease in the tax rate. The total appropriations in the proposed budget for 2022 is $8,683,399. Most of that we have control over. However, some of it we do not, and that would include your lighting districts as well as the Cranville Library budget that is in that figure. The general fund next year will be fully funded with the use of no fund balance to maintain operations. That's something that we have worked very hard to do and have not always been able to do that. But this year, we are able to do that. Sales tax is being used for the general fund to accomplish that. It's also funding the town outside fund and the highway fund, as well as the fire company operations. In relation to salaries, we have provided our employees with a pay increase of 3% for nearly everyone. Those individuals that are newly hired will not be able to take advantage of that in 2022. The budget also takes into account the mandated increases in minimum wage, which will take effect December 31st at the end of this year. And then finally, the lighting districts will see no change in their tax rates for that. And what we do with that, as you're all aware, is we try to extrapolate on projected electricity costs and come up with what those total rates will be. So that's an overview of the proposed budget, the preliminary budget for 2022. And at this time, I will open it up to comment from the public. And while we're waiting on that, have we received any correspondence that we should enter into the record?
No, I received nothing.
So let the record reflect that we have not received any written correspondence. Do we have any individuals on via Zoom that wish to comment?
We do not.
All right, so we'll keep it open another minute before we go. Okay, I'll ask one more time, any member wishes to be heard on the proposed or preliminary 2022 budget. No one in the building, anyone online wish to be heard?
No one.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing. So second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Public hearing is now closed. Thank you very much, everyone.